What's up, frickers? Welcome to a brave new world. I told myself that I was going to come in hot with impressive new content, really kind of show you my muscles, really flex a little bit on you, show you what you've been missing as I've been constrained in an Octatrack sized box. But shit, you know how it goes, man. I'm tired. And it's Friday. And you know what? I woke up this morning with Pat Benatar's Hit Me With Your Best Shot in my head. And, you know, I don't know if anybody relates to this, but sometimes you wake up with a certain song in your head that just is like a foul omen for the rest of the day. Like, if I'm waking up with this in my head, surely nothing's going to go right today. I'm choosing to channel what my coworker Nick would call reverse energy and say, no, actually, I'm loving it. I'm treating it like the white woman power anthem it is. Nothing can hurt me today. I got a Diet Pepsi, okay? Diet, because I'm trying to lose some weight. That's a joke, by the way. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm trying to gain weight. I'm trying to get bigger to further alienate people who keep telling me to work out. Really awful stuff, but keep at it, I guess. I got a Diet Pep. Favorite way to start the day. I got two beautiful dogs over there, my live studio audience, and more than anything, I have you guys. And that kind of transitions really smoothly into the first part of this video, which I will dub Gross Thanks, which is to say the response to my video, essentially where I say, I can't do it no more, I'm sorry, it's blown my mind. It's better than I ever could have imagined it going. I've still lost some subscribers, but I mean, that was completely expected, right? And understandable. But the Patreon has only grown. 99.9% of the comments are incredibly sweet and supportive. I mean, golly gosh, gee willikers, what a bunch of freaking nice people you are. Makes me want to throw up. And I've thrown up so many times. So keep commenting nice things and I will throw up more. Weird energy. But seriously, I don't really have words, honestly, for how humbling it is that people have been saying to me, unironically, I'll just watch you sit in front of a camera and talk. That's radical. I'm very good at talking and I can do that. And I am doing it now and will continue to do so, I think. About more stuff than nothing like I am now. But still talking and a lot and here. You'll notice I flipped the frame around a little bit. Why? Why'd I do that? I think it's weird that you can see my bed. That's where I sleep. That's where I fart. That's where I read books. It feels a little intrusive to me. So instead, you're going to look at this wall full of stuff that my kids made for me. Jude made the Taxi Driver poster. He drew it himself. Weird. He'd never seen the movie before. He said it just came to him. So that was kind of crazy. But yeah, I think maybe this is the better view. I don't mind the big TV here. It's not that big. It's only 55 inches. Like, who fucking cares? If it's not 80-inch 8K Ultra H Dizzle, I don't think anyone is impressed at all. Anyway. This week, I got nothing for you. I'm just hanging out. I wanted to make one video that's just purely a celebration of you guys being freaking amazing. Man, I don't know. It feels so overly dramatic to be like, it was a weight off my shoulders. Because, like, it's fucking YouTube, dude. But like really the thought of making that video and putting that out there had weighed on me for a while just because I didn't know how people would react. I didn't know if anyone would care or if anyone would want to stick around. You know, I thought most people would be like, oh, that sucks. Peace. But no, the vast majority of people are like, I'm here for whatever you want to do, big man. Please do it. And that's awesome. That's the kind of support that I think a lot of creators could only dream of. So, yeah, I don't know. There's not enough ways I can say thank you without just sitting here and going, thank you, you're so kind to me, and you made me freaking cry. In terms of next week, I do have a video planned. I've actually started scripting it already. I'm not going to read from a script. I don't think I'm ever going to be a teleprompter video essay guy. Just don't think I have that in my bones. But I want to talk about one of my favorite games of all time, a card game that not enough people play. It's called Ashes: Rise of the Phoenixborn. If you haven't heard of it, I'll put the BGG link down below and you can take a look. I don't know. It might be one of those things where I'm underestimating how popular it is. But it feels like a real hidden gem of a game. It might be the best card game I've ever played in terms of just like clean and fair design. And so I want to talk about that. I want to talk about, speaking as somebody who's played Magic for over a decade, why it exceeds Magic in terms of design quality, design parity, and like cleanliness is the word I would use. It's just a very crisp design. Talk about why you might like it, why you might not like it, why I think it's the best designed card game, but not my favorite card game, which is just full of all kinds of intangibles, right? But that's what's on the docket for next week. So if you're curious, if you're kind of waiting on bated breath, like what's he going to do a video on, and that's why you're waiting around, that's what's coming next week, I think. So look forward to that, or sigh in disappointment, unsubscribe, and walk away. The cool thing about the new direction for the channel, though, is that I can kind of do whatever I want. Like, it's not just going to be nerd shit. Like, I want to make a video about this reality show, Holy Moly. You seen this? It's like if you took American Ninja Warrior and the American pastime of miniature golf, and you just made them smooch, and then you put, is it Ron Riggle? The guy who gets his dick shot off in 21 Jump Street. If you made him host it with a real golf guy host, and also Stephen Curry is there, do you see what I'm talking about? It feels like I'm describing a dream I had to you, but it's a show on ABC that's super well produced, really high budget, and actually funny. Great show. I don't know if people are talking about it, but I had not heard of it, and it felt like waking up for the first time. Like, whoa, this is something I got to tell people about. So we're going to do a little commentary maybe. Past that, I got a lot of ideas for nerd shit, painting tutorials. I don't know, less painting tutorials and more like, hey, this is how I paint. It's not super great, but here's how I do it, and you can do it too, because it's not as hard as people might make it seem. Just like the Octa Track. I got videos on board games. I don't know. I could talk forever about what I am planning to do, but we all know how that goes, so maybe I should shut up about that and just kind of move on. The Patreon needs to be reworked, and I don't know what to do for it. So you tell me, literally, please tell me in the comments extra shit that you would want from a Patreon for this sort of variety channel. Behind the scenes videos, access to my scribbled notes, used underwear. I'm down for whatever, really. I was thinking like for like nerdy ass videos, like Ricky and I, like talking about Ashes, Ricky and I will maybe film a couple gameplay videos, and one will go on the main channel, but the other ones will go on the Patreon, or like you'll get the raw uncut footage of she and I bickering and like adjusting the camera and like telling each other to like shut the fuck up and smile for the camera and stuff like that. You know, the shit that you gotta pay to see for a couple of YouTubers. I don't know. Like I said, Patreon really needs to be reworked. Certainly the physical design of it does, so it's more clear what exactly I'm offering to folks. Sorry, I'm sure the camera keeps jostling, and I'm very sorry. I keep touching this table. Let me pull it back, so hopefully that doesn't keep happening, but it may still. I need to get my actual tripod for my actual camera, which is somewhere. I thought it was in a closet over here, and the closet is defended by a couch, a table, another table, and there's so much stuff on all of those intervening tables. I moved them all. There was popcorn under one of the tables, inexplicably, just popcorn there. And so as Link slams his face into the ground, lapping it up, and I open up the closet door thinking, this tripod better fucking be in here. It wasn't. And so I was faced with an existential crisis there of whether or not I should continue living, whether or not any of this was worth it. But I shut the closet door. I put all the tables and the stuff back. And so now I'm kind of back to square one. Need to find / buy a tripod for my big boy camera so that these videos don't look like a found footage film. Other than that, I think I'm going to cut the video a little bit short. My roommate Kevin is bringing me a smoked ham panini from a local eatery that is so good, I'm afraid I might die if I eat it on camera. Maybe that's some Patreon content. Mukbang, watch the fat boy eat. Get grossed out at the fat man. Yell at the fat man. Go to the gym, fat man. If I go to the gym, I have bad heart. It don't pump blood no good. I will pass out. Please stop giving unwarranted advice to someone you don't know. I'm not your friend. Sorry, that was directed at like 1% of people. And isn't that just how the internet goes? Anyway, to wrap up, thank you for the support, for the love, for the freedom to kind of just do whatever, and for hanging around and being a part of this community. And shout out Gamers Roll for this t-shirt. This video is not sponsored by Gamers Roll, but they did send me this t-shirt, and not like in a sponsored way, not like in a, hey man, here's a t-shirt for you, but like they sent it in a box full of merchandise that I bought and paid for, and they have no idea who I am. But what's up? Shout out Gamers Roll. Thanks for the free shirt amongst all the Malifaux miniatures I bought and never opened. You guys rock. Yeah, I'll be back next week with that Ashes video. Ricky and I, like I said, are planning on trying to get a gameplay filmed with 2 of the new decks. A barrier there is that we need some lavalier mics or potentially just another directional mic like this, because one just ain't gonna cut it. But yeah, that's coming down the pipeline. So lots of stuff to look forward to. Feeling really good. My birthday's in a couple weeks, so shout out being born and still being alive, I guess. Yeah. Thanks for everything. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you times a million. Yeah, there's not enough ways I can say it, so I'll just shut up now. And the music should be swelling at this point. You know, you're getting that emotional feeling. And I'll say, you know, thank you for spending your time with me this week. Could have picked anybody on the internet, and instead you chose me, a guy with an empty Giants cup, inexplicably, on his table. They're playing under 500 this year. Hurts to see after the season they had last year, but you know what? Lightning doesn't always strike twice. That's okay, we still love them. I'm Daniel. This is The Messy Desk, and I love you more than I love the crisp, bubbly pull of a Diet Pepsi on a Friday morning. I will see you next week.